taking the cultivator and we're gonna go hit a field, try to dry it out a little bit. There's rain coming here in 2 or 3 days, and then it's gonna rain every day for 5 days. And so we're trying to get a little accomplished, dry it out, get some planting done. And we're not gonna fertilize the corn ahead of time because, well, one thing is the corn might not come up because there's so much rain coming, it might all drown out. And so these 40 acres we're not gonna fertilize. Another reason is there's so much rain coming that we might lose all the rain, or not all the rain, but all the nitrogen due to leaching. So we're gonna hold off, wait to see if the corn comes up first, and then we'll top dress over top of it. Well, my dad's just taking off. He hopped in the cab to see how it's going, see what the field's looking like behind the cultivator. And we came to a decision that it's too wet out here. So we're not gonna get any planting done, that's for sure. And we're not gonna get this tilled the rest of the way. There's wet spots like every pass through the field. And we're starting to make ruts, and we're just not leaving the field very well. So we're gonna pack it up here, and tomorrow we're gonna start moving some pears to pasture before we get this big rain, so we can make sure that the calves are healthy and they're not living in mud. Well, we were looking at fields and we found one that we thought might be able to go. So we're disking right now, vertical tilling, and it's definitely wet, but we think this is our one shot at getting corn in this year. And so we got the 4-wheel drive, we're tilling, there's dirt, or there's dust flying in the air, and it makes it look like it's dry, but there's wet spots every pass. And I don't know, we're hoping we got a few hours of sunlight left to help it dry out, and then we're gonna try planting it later. And this is a 50-acre field. We'll probably get, I don't know, hopefully close to 40 acres of it planted tonight. I must have said, I'm not gonna plant this year, I'll just go camping. Not a bad idea. Right here it's not looking very wet. It's pretty light colored actually, but a lot of these areas, especially right up in there, you really see the black and how much moisture it's holding. And we're just worried that when we're planting, it's gonna start sticking and we're just gonna have tons of issues and the stand might be bad. But it might be our only corn we get in this year. It's really looking like this is gonna be our only corn. So my dad called me and he picked me up and he said we got another field that can go. And so we're calibrating the GPS right now, and then we're gonna fill the planter. I'm gonna finish up with that field, and then we're thinking we're gonna plant both these fields tonight. Got the planter filled with seed, and so he's gonna take off now. I'm gonna grab another battery for my GoPro, and then I'm gonna hop back into the 9230 and continue tilling that up. And then after I finish that, go check on the progress of the planter. My dad's headed down the road with the planter. He's gonna start planting that field that I tried cultivating yesterday. And it didn't go very well, but he says it's looking a lot better today. We've had sunshine and I think it was almost 80 degrees today. So hopefully that field is sitting a lot better. We just had an issue with the air compressor, which gives us our down pressure when we're planting. It wouldn't run. It looked like we had it plugged in correctly, but my dad figured out that we can attach an air hose to it and pump them up, and so as long as there's not a leak and the air doesn't keep leaking out of there, then we should be fine. We pumped it up to what it's usually set at, but we'll have to see how that goes. Well, that field's done somewhat. I mean, it's partially completed. Couldn't get along this fence line. There's a big area on the south side, and then in that back corner was that area where there was water still flowing through the field. And so, well, I'll fold this up. I'm gonna leave the tractor in the field, take off with the pickup, and go see how planting is going. Just stepping into this field my dad's planting in right now. Looks like the seed slot's not closing because of the moisture. I mean, this is pretty hard soil. It's right where we drive in. And here's where I did a little cultivating yesterday. It looks pretty dry, but this front part's pretty gravelly. So we got about 40 acres done, and as we're working our way east through this field, it's getting pretty wet. Oh man, it's pretty dark, but we're picking up a lot of mud back here. I don't think you can see that. Well, we're done with that field. We got about 65 acres out of, I think it's 78. Now we're gonna go back to what I was tilling earlier today. We're gonna see what we can get done there. I need to come back and grab some seed because we put about 90 acres worth of seed in there and we planted about 65, and we're thinking we're gonna get about 35 more. So that's a little bit over 90, and we're just gonna need a couple bags to finish it up. We ran out of seed with about 5 acres or so left to go. So we're gonna put in some seed and see if we can make it the rest of the way. Well, that's it for the day. It's about 12:30, I think. We just finished up that 50 acres that I was tilling earlier today. We only got 30 acres planted, and we got 65 acres planted at the other field. So total, that's about 95 acres of corn. I'm pretty sure that's all there's gonna be this year. I can already see thunderstorms rolling from the south, and looking at my iPhone, it looks like we're gonna get rain for 7 days in a row, which wouldn't be good. But we got something in, and hopefully it comes up. I don't know, I guess we'll see. Thanks for watching.